Hello guys and gals, and this is week 34 of our writing challenge. I didn't realize it was going to go on this long, but it did, which is, I guess, a good thing. First of all, we're of course going to go over the previous writing challenges, and all those are in the playlist somewhere. When I figure out how to do end cards, then the playlist will probably be, in one of the corners or something. But until then, there will be a playlist that has all these. Anyways, writing challenge for week 1 was to create a setting, be as detailed or vague as you like. The writing challenge for week 2 was create 2 characters, be as detailed or vague as you like. Writing challenge for week 3 was create 1 final character, either a hero or a villain, be as detailed or vague as you like. Week 4 was create a time period. Any time period will do, any technology level will do, be as detailed or vague as you like. Writing challenge for week 5 was create 1 interaction between 2 characters. It doesn't need to be canon to the story. Week 6 was create a climate or weather condition, i.e. a sandstorm, snowstorm, rainstorm, etc. Week 7 was look out one of your windows and describe what you see. Week 8 was describe your favorite food. That one was quick. Week 9 was describe your favorite mythical or fantastic creature. Week 10 was describe your favorite dinosaur. Week 11 was describe your ideal vacation. See, these are going pretty quick. So we still have a third of the way through. Writing challenge for week 12 was describe your favorite season. Seasons are fun. Describe your favorite beverage was week 13. Week 14 was describe your favorite non-fantastic animal. Week 15 was if you could visit any country, which one would you visit? Writing challenge for week 16 was our 50 subscriber special, and it was describe something you are thankful for. Writing challenge for week 17 was describe one of your hobbies. Writing challenge for week 18 was describe one of your New Year's resolutions, because it was around the beginning of the new year when that one went live. Writing challenge for week 19 was describe your dream job. Week 20 was describe your favorite genre of video game. Writing challenge for week 21 was if you had a magical toolbox that would always have one tool inside it, it would never be lost. Which tool would it be? Knowing me, I'd probably lose the toolbox. Writing challenge for week 22 is if you could have one superpower, what would it be? Writing challenge for week 23 is describe your favorite holiday. 24 was describe your favorite superhero. Week 25 was if you could open a restaurant, what would you sell? Week 26, we are really making progress here. If you could form a band, what kind of music would you play? And week 27 was if you could write an epic story, what would it be about? Writing challenge for week 27 was if you could change one event in the past, would you? And I accidentally put the pictures from 29 onto page 28, which was weird. Anyways, writing challenge for week 29, speaking of which, if you could design a logo that would represent your life, what would it look like? We put that on the wrong page, but oh well. Writing challenge for week 30 was if you could build your dream house, what would you build? Writing challenge for week 31 is if you could tame any animal, either normal or fantastic, which would you tame? And we are getting really closer, still closer. Writing challenge for week 32 is if you could learn any language and speak it fluently, which language would you learn? And we are to this week's challenge, or last week's challenge rather. Writing challenge for week 33 was, and that was our 75 subscriber special, if you could meet one historical figure, who would it be and why? Now this one is especially difficult because there are so many historical figures in history. There's like George Washington, he's like iconic. There's Albert Einstein, who was also iconic. There's like historical heroes like scientists like Madame Curie. You probably shouldn't play around with radioactive materials, and so she died of cancer because she played around with uranium and stuff. But there's so many wonderful people out there, historical figures, and to pick just one would be very difficult. I mean, there's like Sigmund Freud, and then there's the psychological people, people who delve deep into the realm of psychology. This is especially difficult. Um, Basically, that is a good question. Let me think about that while we go over this week's. Oh, wow, this one isn't much better. Okay, well, um, historical figure. George Washington, or even any of the former presidents, probably. Let's see. But there are just some that are really iconic, and some people that didn't even make the presidency, like John Hancock. I mean, right now we have that's basically literally the name for someone's signature because he wrote it so big that so that King George, I think it was, wouldn't need his glasses to see it. Really defiant too. There's like Nathan Hale, who basically was during one of the wars was a hero. There's of course biblical figures as well. So there is an endless possibility here. Wait, let me move this book up here. But anyways, wow, historical figures. I wasn't thinking when I designed this, but okay. So that would be hard. You could even go back and famous singers would probably work too. Boy, that would actually compound things like exponentially. I mean, yeah. Like if you could go back in time, you could probably even talk to Chester Bennington before he committed suicide, or Kurt Cobain before he committed suicide, or I don't know. It'd be hard to decide. I would have to say one of the most iconic people basically to our country would probably be George Washington. So I'd have to say George Washington, but I will probably amend this later. Anyways, it's time for the writing challenge for week 34, and this one is a doozy. Anyways, this one comes courtesy of Pandora's Genes. It is a sci-fi book that I am reading by Catherine Lance. And in it, it's on the back, it does say, abandoned machines lie rusting, useless without fuel. Humanity faces extinction as recombinant DNA runs rampant. So, that got me thinking about DNA. And there's really a convincing story plot in here about a virus. No, it's a bacterial thing that actually would eat petroleum products. Very, very fascinating. But anyways, if you could manipulate DNA and create a perfect fruit, what flavors would you combine? So I'm going to say this just a few more times. Basically, it gets the point across. So in this one, if you could manipulate DNA and create a perfect fruit, what flavors would you combine? So in other words, it would be kind of like splicing. I mean, you can already splice different trees and have... you can also cross-pollinate, so you get like different apples. Cross two species of apples. So that's how we get like Jonagold, or there's like there's some kind of really tart apple. It's really good. But anyways, if you could manipulate DNA and create a perfect fruit, what flavor would you combine? That is next week's challenge, and I'm looking forward to finding out about that. Yeah, that historical figure one, though, is really, really difficult for me. I'm going to have to think on that. But anyways, so yeah, just one last time, if you could manipulate DNA and create a perfect fruit, what flavors would you combine? So, with all that being said, if you like this content, then make sure you like and subscribe and ring that bell so you know when I upload. Also, if you want to support me in any way or visit the Discord server, then all that information is in the description below as well. Thanks for watching, everyone, and have a great day.